Hello, Denise Hayes again. This is the appendicular skeleton. So we're going to start with the clavicle, which this is the clavicle. This is the sternal end and the acromial end here. Okay, now we're going to look at the clavicle, which we have the acromion here, the coracoid process here, the suprascapular notch, which is in here, the glenoid cavity, which is here, the subscapular fossa is in here, the spine is here, the supraspinatus fossa here, the inferior fossa is in here, the sternoclavicle joint is here, and the acromioclavicle joint is here. Now the humerus, this is the humerus here. This is the head of the humerus. This is the greater tubercle, the lesser tubercle is in here. The deltoid tuberosity is in here. This is the medial and the lateral epicondyle, medial, lateral, there. The coronoid fossa is here. The capitellum articulates with the radius here. The trochlea articulates with the ulna here, and the Alcarin fossa in here bends the elbow. Now the ulna, which is the larger of the two, in the forearm, this is the olecranon up here, the coronoid process, which is in here between the two of them, and the styloid process, which is down here at the bottom, which connects to the wrist. The radius is here. This is the head of the radius. This is the radial tuberosity in here, this little pointy part here, and the styloid process down here. Now to the carpus, this is the bones of the wrist. We have the scaphoid, the lunate, triquicural, pisiform, and the proximal row, trapezium, trapezoid, capitate, and hamate. The proximal row attaches to the forearm. The trapezium and the scaphoid attached to the pollex, the thumb here. And then we have the metacarpals and the phalanges down here, and the metacarpal and the phalanges of the thumb. Now the pelvic girdle. This is the pelvic girdle here. We have the ilium, the pubis, which is this part here, and the ischium here, ischium here. Okay, so we have the acetabulum in here where the hip socket goes in. The pubic symphysis is in here where it's fused. The iliac crest is here. This is the obturator foramen in here, this hole here. The anterior superior iliac spine is here. The iliac fossa, iliac fossa. The greater sciatic notch is here. The ischial spine is here. This little point here, the lesser sciatic notch. And the ischial tuberosity is down here. Now for the femur. This is the femur bone here. This is the head. This is the greater trochanter, the lesser trochanter, the abductor trochanter, or the abductor tubercle is here. The medial epicondyle is here. The lateral epicondyle is here. The medial condyle and lateral condyle and the patella. Now for the tibia and the fibula, this is the tibia, the wider one. This is the fibula. This is the medial condyle of the tibia, the lateral condyle of the tibia. The tibial tuberosity is in here. The medial malleolus is here, and the proximal and distal tibiofibular joints in here. Now for the bottom, the feet. So we have the talus here that articulates to the tibia and the fibula. The calcaneus is here, the heel. The cuboid is in here, that touches the calcaneus. The navicular is here. And then we have the lateral, intermediate, and medial cuneiform bones. And then we have the metatarsals here, the phalanges down here, and this is the hallux, the big toe.